with that. Right then, in a little moment, maths guru Carol Vorderman will be joining us, but with a recent government report showing that almost 320,000 16-year-olds did not achieve the expected levels of GCSE results in core subjects including maths this year. It seems that maths is not everyone's favourite subject. But is maths for everyone? Do you think it's something that we should all learn?
Well, yes, obviously, I do think it's something that we have to learn to, of course, but I just have, as I've said many times, I have financiaphobia, I have maths phobia. Even the thought of this topic is making me have sweaty palms, and that's not because of these flushes either. It's just, I was always being appalling at it, to the point that when I used to see, you know, you used to get your sort of, not schedule, your timetable at the beginning of the week, and I'd see double maths with Mr. Todd, I would nearly vomit. I mean, literally would go in the toilets and be sick. I was so terrified of it. And he was somebody that would almost, I feel, used to kind of pinpoint the ones who were scared and do that mental arithmetic thing, throwing, and it just used to make me go under, so it made me so ill. And maybe it was I had bad teachers, but the side of my brain that does maths just didn't seem to work.
There are people that do science and maths, and there are people that do the arts. I used to spend the entire maths class in the cupboard.
Who are good. But I mean, when I went to the convent school, for example, at one end of term exam, I got, you know, 86% for French and 10% for maths. I just couldn't see. And my dad, who did economics at university, used to scream at me, bless him, you know, going, how can you not see that x squared equals... But I honestly don't think you're... But I don't think you're any different to how you think you could divide the world in half. And of course we all need to know our times tables and why they ever stopped teaching them, you know, by rote. Nothing wrong with that one, you know. But as soon as it gets to algebra, I think we should give up.
Why?
Well, I've never used it, you know.
We do
What's
need
the
algebra.
point? Why?
You need algebra. Like, OK, so it's like, what is it? 5 times x equals, let's say, 100, right? Well, you know, you apply that every day, don't you? Really? If you're like, all right, 5 pairs of shoes. So it's 5 X's of shoes. 5 pairs of shoes, it equals 100. No, do you know that each pair of shoes is 20 quid?
No, it's like Z squared equals X plus 2 minus... It's just horrible.
I think you should be able to choose. I think everybody needs maths to a certain degree, and of course it's good for the logical mind. But after that...
How much
well, I don't think you need it beyond... Once it gets to algebra, I think you should say goodbye. Thank you very much. I know what I... Thank you very much.
That's kind of about age 13?
Yeah, that would be fine for me.
How good would you say you are at maths?
I'm absolutely atrocious. I'm like you two guys. I'd rather see a doctor than an accountant.
Is that because... Did you feel that... Is that because your education stopped early? Did you wish that you had been pushed for longer at maths?
I went to a stage school, and sometimes we didn't have a room to do maths in, so we didn't bother. But, I mean, as a parent, I can understand the importance of maths on the curriculum, and I do think they should do it up to GCSE level, because I think everything is in maths.
You do it up to GCSE.
You do at the moment, but I think you should be able to choose something else.
Well, let's see. You all did your maths up to GCSE level, did you? Or
yes,
O-level,
but it was the one that I had to... I got GCSEs, but I had to do a CSE in maths and got a grade 4 something. It was just embarrassing, but
I did O-levels and got 30% for writing my name right, and that was it.
Well, here is your chance to redeem yourself. I'm only going to ask these questions once, so I want you to listen very carefully. These are pretend scenarios. So anyone at home, this hasn't really happened.
Oh, is that
problem
solving?
Yes. Question 1. Lynda is performing in the Calendar Girls at the theatre. There was a complaint on the first night that the 2 vases that were used to cover her modesty were not leaving everything to the imagination. So the following week, the director decides to use double the amount of vases and an extra 3 just in case. How many vases were used to cover our Lynda?
Shall I tell you?
Oh, I'll get Linda's, what's her name again? Lisa's answer first.
Excuse me.
Don't mind. OK, hold your card up so I can see your answer.
What is that clear? Say? Hang on, let me do it again. Sorry.
Well,
sorry, it was a bit...
Oh, God.
7.
7. Well done, it's 7. Very good, very good. OK, question number 2. OK, can you write a bit bigger, I'm being told. Last Thursday, our Denise decided to go out for 2 drinks. She ended up having 6 times the amount she set out to have. When she gets home, she's met by Tim, who gives her 1 glass of water for every 2 drinks she's had, and a coffee. How many drinks, including water and coffee, did our Denise have?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
And that was a quiet night for Denise.
The answer is 19. Denza, you're right.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
OK, Okay, last question,
So
last
it's
question.
all, you see, she's
Last
full of-
question.
Me and Carol, don't mistake us in a minute when she comes.
Lisa comes into work after a big night out with Lynda, and as a result, she's not looking her best. She's carrying a very heavy makeup bag to cover up the night before. In the bag, she has 3 lipsticks, 25 hair clips, 2 sets of hair straighteners, and 1 eyelash curler. The number of nail varnishes in her bag is the square root of the number of hair clips in her bag. If you add the number of lipsticks to the number of nail varnishes, what is the figure?
Shut up.
Right.
Oh, my goodness, you're really trying to do this. OK, ready? Answers, please.
If you can read that, it says bag was too heavy.
Lynda Bellingham? I can tell you that the correct answer was 8. But you know, you all did so well. I'm supposed to give a dunce's hat to whoever. But you know, I think because I'm the only one who didn't do any questions. There you go. I think I'm going to take this. Okay. Time for a final.